You might not believe this, but there are certain ordinary fruits. Yes, simple fruits you may already have in your kitchen right now that can help protect your eyesight, restore vision, and even repair aging eyes while you sleep. I know it sounds unbelievable, but stay with me. I've spent over 3 decades working with seniors, and if there is one struggle that quietly breaks more hearts than almost anything else, it's the slow decline of vision after 60. Think about it. You sit down to read your morning newspaper, and the letters blur and fade. You watch television in the evening, adjusting your glasses again and again, but nothing feels clear. You step outside to drive, and suddenly the headlights look like halos. The glare blinds you, and fear grips you every time you take the wheel at night. But it doesn't stop there. The pain cuts deeper when the faces you love, the very people you live for, no longer appear sharp. A grandchild's smile seems dim. A family photo looks faded. The details of life begin slipping away. Does that sound familiar? If it does, let me tell you something important. You are not alone. Millions of people over 60 quietly face this battle every single day. And no, it's not just old age. It's not simply fate. What's happening is a silent breakdown of your eye's natural defenses, a weakening of the retina, the cornea, the tear film, the tiny blood vessels inside your eyes. And most of this damage settles in while you sleep. Yes, while you sleep. That's when your eyes are most vulnerable, when oxidative stress, poor circulation, and nutritional gaps quietly erode your sight. I've seen it in my patients over and over again. The stories are heartbreaking. One of my patients, Harold, age 72, told me, "Doc, I feel like I'm disappearing from my own life. I can't see the road signs anymore. I can't read to my grandson at bedtime. And worst of all, I'm too embarrassed to admit to my family that I'm scared." His words broke my heart because I've heard versions of that story hundreds of times. And yet, here's the hope. Your eyes are not gone. Your vision is not gone. Even after 60, even when your eyesight feels like it's fading, your eyes still respond to care. They still respond to nourishment. They still repair themselves if you give them the right tools at the right time. Here's the secret most people never hear. Your body does its deepest repair work at night, and your eyes are no exception. While you sleep, your retina clears toxins, your blood vessels restore circulation, your tear film replenishes. But if you go to bed with nothing but empty calories, your eyes are repairing without the raw materials they desperately need. That's why so many people wake up with dry, scratchy, tired eyes. But here's the good news. When you give your body the right fruits before bed, you fuel your eyes during this natural repair cycle. You give them antioxidants to fight oxidative stress, vitamins to strengthen fragile blood vessels, carotenoids to restore the macula, hydration to soothe dry eyes, and phytonutrients to protect the delicate photoreceptor cells that keep your vision sharp. And that's why tonight, I'm going to show you 4 powerful fruits that can repair your vision after 60 while you sleep. These are not exotic, hard-to-find miracle cures. These are ordinary fruits, fruits you've probably seen 1,000 times, but never knew they could heal your eyes. Each one works differently. One restores night vision, one strengthens the retina, one hydrates the eyes, and one shields against age-related blindness. And when you combine them into one simple evening ritual, they become a natural formula for protecting your sight. This isn't about supplements. This isn't about pills with side effects. This is about food, real, living food that speaks the language of your body, that nourishes your eyes at the cellular level, that repairs the very structures that keep you connected to the world. So stay with me, because in just a moment, we'll begin with the first fruit. It may look small and ordinary, but it contains pigments so powerful they travel straight into your retina, strengthen your night vision, and help you see more clearly, even in the dark. This fruit has been called nature's glasses, and yet most people treat it as nothing more than a snack. Tonight, we'll unlock its secret. The first fruit that can repair your vision after 60 while you sleep is small, dark, and often overlooked: blueberries. You might think of them as nothing more than a sweet snack or a topping for cereal. But inside these tiny berries is one of nature's most powerful tools for protecting eyesight and restoring clarity in aging eyes. Why blueberries? The answer lies in a family of compounds called anthoxidants. These pigments are what give blueberries their rich, deep color, but they also act as natural protectors for your retina. As you age, one of the most frustrating problems is night vision decline. Driving after sunset becomes terrifying. Headlights look like blinding halos, and dimly lit restaurants or movie theaters turn into confusing, shadowy spaces. This happens because the cells in your retina, especially the rods responsible for low light vision, begin to weaken. Without strong support, rhodopsin, the protein your eyes use to adjust to darkness, fails to regenerate properly. Blueberries help restore this function. The anthocyanins in blueberries improve circulation to the tiny blood vessels in your eyes, reduce oxidative stress on your retinal cells, and support the regeneration of rhodopsin. In simple terms, they make it easier for your eyes to adjust to darkness, repair damage, and stay sharp even after 60. Let me tell you about Helen, a 70-year-old grandmother who came to me nearly in tears. "Doctor," she said, "I used to love visiting my daughter, but now I can't drive after dark. I'm scared of the glare, and I feel trapped in my own home." Her words carried the weight of lost independence. Instead of giving her another prescription for stronger glasses, I suggested something simple: add a half cup of blueberries to her evening routine 3 nights a week. Sometimes she ate them fresh, sometimes blended them into a smoothie, and occasionally cooked them gently into a warm compote. 6 weeks later, Helen returned with a smile I'll never forget. "I drove to my daughter's last night," she told me, "and for the first time in years, I wasn't afraid. The glare didn't blind me. The road signs were clear. It felt like someone cleaned my windshield from the inside." That's not magic. That's nutrition doing what it was designed to do: repairing vision naturally. Science backs this up. A 2021 study published in the journal Nutrients found that anthocyanins in blueberries protect retinal cells against oxidative stress, the very stress that causes vision decline with age. Another clinical trial reported improved night vision and reduced glare sensitivity in older adults who regularly consumed blueberry extracts. These findings prove what I've seen for decades in real patients: blueberries are more than a fruit. They are a natural therapy for aging eyes. Here's why timing matters. Your body does its deepest repair while you sleep. That's when your eyes regenerate rhodopsin, flush out toxins, and rebuild retinal cells. By eating blueberries in the evening, whether as a small snack, mixed into yogurt, or added to a smoothie, you're delivering antioxidants exactly when your eyes need them most. Instead of waking up with dry, tired, blurry vision, you give your body the chance to rebuild while you rest. And it doesn't take much. Just a handful, 3 to 4 nights a week, can make a remarkable difference over time. Remember, this is not about instant miracles. It's about consistency. Just as brushing your teeth once won't prevent cavities, eating blueberries once won't change your vision. But night after night, week after week, they accumulate in your retina, strengthening your eyesight, protecting your rods, and helping you see more clearly. If you're someone who struggles with glare, halos, or poor night vision, blueberries might just be your secret weapon. And the best part? They're delicious, easy to find, and gentle on your body. No side effects, no complications, just food doing the job it was meant to do. So the next time you walk through the produce aisle and see those small boxes of blueberries, don't think of them as a luxury. Think of them as an investment in your vision. Because while they may look ordinary, inside they carry the extraordinary ability to protect your eyes, sharpen your night vision, and repair your sight while you sleep. And blueberries are only the beginning. Next, we'll explore another fruit you probably think of as nothing more than a refreshing morning juice. But when used the right way, especially before bed, it becomes a shield for the tiny blood vessels in your eyes, preventing the kind of damage that leads to blurred vision and blindness. Let's talk about oranges and why they may be the key to protecting your eyesight after 60. The second fruit that can repair vision after 60 while you sleep is one of the most familiar fruits in the world: oranges and other citrus fruits. Most people think of oranges only as a source of vitamin C or a refreshing juice for breakfast. But when it comes to your eyesight, citrus fruits are far more than a casual snack. They are, in fact, one of the most powerful protectors of your eye's delicate blood vessels. And without strong blood vessels, your vision cannot survive. Here's why. Inside your eyes lies a dense network of tiny capillaries. These fragile vessels carry oxygen and nutrients to your retina and cornea. Over time, aging, oxidative stress, diabetes, and even high blood pressure weaken these tiny vessels. They become brittle, leaky, or blocked. When that happens, you may begin noticing blurred vision, dark floaters, or even worse, serious conditions like diabetic retinopathy or retinal hemorrhages. Many seniors believe this decline is inevitable, but the truth is, you can strengthen and protect these vessels with something as simple as citrus fruits. Vitamin C, found abundantly in oranges, grapefruits, lemons, and mandarins, is not just an immune booster. It is the building block for collagen, the structural protein that holds your eyes together. Collagen keeps your cornea clear, your sclera strong, and your blood vessels flexible. Without enough vitamin C, the scaffolding of your eye weakens, leading to fragile vessels and cloudy vision. But with enough of it, your eyes stay resilient, hydrated, and supported. I remember Leonard, a 75-year-old retired engineer who came to me saying, "Doc, I can't read my morning newspaper anymore. The words just swim on the page." He had no major disease, just weak eyes from age and poor diet. Instead of prescribing yet another supplement, I gave him a simple task: drink half a glass of freshly squeezed orange juice with his dinner, not in the morning. He looked puzzled. "Why at night?" he asked. I explained, "Your body repairs itself while you sleep, and your blood vessels strengthen during that repair cycle. By giving vitamin C in the evening, you're handing your eyes the exact materials they need, at the exact time they're rebuilding." 1 month later, Leonard returned smiling. "Doc," he said, "I didn't realize how much sharper things could look until I saw them again. The newspaper doesn't swim anymore. I feel like someone turned up the contrast on my world." That is the quiet power of vitamin C. Not only preventing vision loss, but restoring clarity many thought was gone for good. Science backs this too. A study published in Ophthalmology showed that people with higher vitamin C intake had a significantly lower risk of developing cataracts, one of the leading causes of blindness in older adults. Another clinical review confirmed that vitamin C supports retinal health by reducing oxidative stress and maintaining vascular integrity. In simple words, vitamin C keeps your eye tissues strong, your blood vessels resilient, and your vision protected. The beauty of citrus is that it's simple. A few orange slices after dinner, half a grapefruit before bed, a squeeze of lemon into warm water in the evening. These small choices send powerful nutrients directly into your bloodstream, where they can reach your eyes during the night. And because vitamin C is water-soluble, it moves quickly through your system, meaning consistent intake is more important than huge doses. Think daily habit, not one-time fix. And here's another benefit. Citrus fruits don't just protect blood vessels, they also reduce overall inflammation in the eyes. That means less redness, less irritation, and greater comfort when you wake up in the morning. No more opening your eyes only to feel that burning, scratchy sensation. Instead, you wake up with eyes that feel clear and refreshed. So the next time you think of oranges as just a casual fruit, think again. They are your eye's shield, strengthening fragile blood vessels, preserving clarity, and protecting you from the slow, silent breakdown of vision after 60. And when you take them in the evening, you allow your body to use those nutrients exactly when your eyes are doing their most important repair work, while you sleep. Citrus is not exotic. It's not expensive. It's available in every market, in every season, and yet so few people use it intentionally for their eyes. Don't make that mistake. A small orange, a few slices of grapefruit, or a splash of lemon could be the difference between blurred vision and sharp clarity in your golden years. And this is just the beginning. Blueberries may restore night vision, and oranges may protect fragile blood vessels, but the third fruit on our list goes even deeper. It supports not only your retina, but also your ability to see clearly in dim light, protecting the very proteins your eyes depend on for night vision. This fruit is sweet, soft, and tropical, and it may be the key to regaining independence in your daily life. Let's talk about papaya and why it could be the vitamin A powerhouse your eyes have been waiting for. The third fruit that can help repair vision after 60 while you sleep is one that many people overlook when it comes to eye health: papaya. Sweet, soft, and tropical, papaya is often thought of as just a digestion-friendly fruit. But hidden inside its orange flesh lies one of the most important nutrients for your eyes: beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A. And vitamin A is absolutely essential for your eyesight, especially for night vision. Here's the truth. Without vitamin A, your eyes cannot produce enough rhodopsin, the protein in your retina that helps you see in low light. This is why one of the earliest signs of vitamin A deficiency is night blindness, the inability to adjust to dim environments or to recover from the glare of headlights. Seniors often describe this as, "I can't see the menu in restaurants anymore," or "I hate driving at dusk because the glare blinds me." These struggles are heartbreaking, but they are not inevitable. With the right nourishment, your eyes can regain their ability to adjust, focus, and protect themselves against glare. Papaya is one of the richest and most gentle natural sources of beta-carotene. Unlike supplements, which can sometimes overload the body, papaya delivers this nutrient in a soft, easily absorbable form that works in harmony with your digestive system. Just 1 cup of ripe papaya provides more than 30% of your daily vitamin A needs. And when eaten in the evening before your body enters its repair cycle, papaya fuels your retina at the exact moment it's regenerating rhodopsin and repairing light-sensitive cells. Let me share a story. Margaret, age 68, came to me embarrassed and frustrated. "Doctor, I avoid going out to dinner now," she said. "It's humiliating to ask someone to read the menu for me. And I don't drive after sunset anymore because the glare makes me feel unsafe." Her independence was slipping away. We didn't give her complicated treatments. We gave her papaya. 3 nights a week, we asked her to include a small bowl of papaya with dinner. 2 months later, Margaret returned, smiling and confident. "I went to my granddaughter's school play last week. The lights were dim, but I could see her on stage clearly. And last night, I read the menu myself at a restaurant. For the first time in years, I felt independent again." That's the quiet power of papaya, helping restore dignity and freedom by giving your eyes the nutrients they crave. But papaya doesn't stop at vitamin A. It also contains lutein and zeaxanthin, carotenoids that settle directly into your macula, the central part of your retina responsible for sharp, detailed vision. These pigments act like natural sunglasses, filtering out harmful blue light from screens and shielding your retina from oxidative stress. In an age where even seniors spend hours on phones, tablets, or televisions, this protection is priceless. Science confirms what we see in real life. A 2019 study in Nutrients found that higher intake of carotenoid-rich fruits like papaya was linked to lower risk of age-related macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of blindness after 60. Another clinical review highlighted the role of vitamin A in preventing not just night blindness, but also dryness and corneal damage. In short, Papaya is not just a sweet fruit, it's medicine for your eyes. And here's a bonus: papaya is hydrating. With more than 85% water content, it helps soothe dry, tired eyes, especially when eaten in the evening. Many seniors complain of waking up with scratchy, burning eyes. Adding papaya to your night routine can provide gentle hydration and antioxidants that reduce this discomfort. How do you use it? Simple. Cut half a ripe papaya into cubes and enjoy it as a dessert after dinner. If you prefer, blend it into a smoothie with a squeeze of lemon for added vitamin C. The key is to make it a routine, 2 to 3 nights a week consistently. Remember, healing doesn't happen overnight, but with steady nourishment, your eyes will begin to respond. So the next time you see a papaya at the market, don't walk past it. See it for what it really is: a powerful ally for your vision. It's not just about taste, it's about independence, confidence, and the ability to see clearly even after 60. Blueberries may strengthen your night vision, oranges may protect your blood vessels, and papaya may restore rhodopsin for low-light clarity. But there is still one more fruit left: small, sweet, and often enjoyed as a simple snack. Yet inside, it holds compounds that protect the very core of your eyesight, the macula. This fruit may be the strongest defender against age-related blindness. Let's talk about grapes and why they deserve a place in your evening ritual. The fourth fruit that can repair vision after 60 while you sleep is one of the most common, simple, and sweet snacks you'll ever find: grapes. Whether they're red, purple, or black, these small fruits carry some of the most powerful compounds known for protecting your eyes, especially the macula, the very center of your retina where sharp vision lives. The macula is responsible for the clearest parts of your sight. It allows you to read a book, recognize a face across the room, or thread a needle. But with age, the macula is extremely vulnerable to oxidative stress. This leads to a condition known as age-related macular degeneration, AMD, the leading cause of irreversible vision loss in people over 60. The first signs are subtle. Straight lines begin to look wavy, central vision becomes blurry, and black spots appear in the middle of what you see. Left unchecked, AMD robs you of your independence and connection to the world. This is where grapes step in. Grapes are packed with resveratrol, a natural polyphenol famous for its role in heart health, but just as vital for your eyes. Resveratrol helps reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in the retina, slowing down the very processes that damage the macula. Along with resveratrol, grapes provide lutein and zeaxanthin, pigments that shield your retina from harmful blue light, as well as vitamin K and antioxidants that strengthen the tiny blood vessels feeding your eyes. Together, these nutrients act as an internal defense system, guarding your macula against aging. Let me share a story. Robert, an 80-year-old retired teacher, came to me worried and discouraged. "Doctor," he said, "I love reading, but now black spots dance in front of the words. I can't even enjoy my favorite novels anymore." His ophthalmologist had already diagnosed him with early macular degeneration. He thought his only option was to wait for it to get worse. Instead, I suggested something simple. Add a handful of grapes to his evening routine. Sometimes he ate them fresh, sometimes frozen as a dessert, and occasionally mixed them into a fruit bowl with papaya or blueberries. 6 weeks later, Robert returned with hope in his eyes. "The black spots are still there," he admitted, "but they don't block me anymore. I can focus again. I read a whole chapter of my book last night without stopping." That kind of progress isn't about miracles. It's about consistent nourishment. Grapes didn't cure him overnight, but they gave his macula the support it needed to slow degeneration and preserve what vision he still had. And that meant he regained not just sight, but joy. Science supports this. A 2020 study in experimental eye research showed that regular consumption of grapes improved retinal function, and reduced oxidative stress in older adults. Another clinical review highlighted resveratrol's role in protecting photoreceptor cells, reducing inflammation, and preserving macular pigment density. In other words, grapes are not just a sweet treat. They are a science-backed shield for aging eyes. Here's why timing matters again. Your eyes perform their repair and detox work while you sleep. When you eat grapes in the evening, whether as a light snack after dinner or mixed into a bedtime fruit bowl, you deliver resveratrol and antioxidants exactly when your macula is cleaning toxins and repairing damaged cells. Night after night, this quiet nourishment builds protection, slows damage, and helps preserve sharp eyesight well into your later years. And grapes are one of the easiest fruits to include. They require no peeling, no preparation, just wash and enjoy. For added benefit, choose red or purple grapes, since these varieties contain the highest levels of resveratrol and antioxidants. A small handful 3 to 4 nights a week is enough to make a long-term difference. So the next time you see grapes in the market, don't think of them as just a sweet snack. Think of them as your macula's defenders. Small, gentle, but powerful, working silently inside your eyes to preserve clarity, prevent blindness, and give you the confidence to keep reading, driving, and living life on your terms. Now that we've explored blueberries for night vision, oranges for blood vessel support, papaya for vitamin A and rhodopsin, and grapes for macular protection, it's time to put it all together. Because the true power comes not from one fruit alone, but from combining them into a simple evening ritual. Next, we'll talk about how to use these 4 fruits in harmony, creating a nightly routine that fuels your eyes with everything they need to repair vision after 60 while you sleep. By now, you've discovered the 4 powerful fruits that can repair vision after 60 while you sleep. Blueberries for night vision, oranges for blood vessel strength, papaya for vitamin A and rhodopsin, and grapes for macular protection. Each one works in its own way, targeting a different part of your eye. But here's the beautiful truth. They don't need to work alone. When you combine them into a simple evening ritual, you give your eyes a complete toolbox of nutrients, delivered at the perfect time, just before your body begins its nightly repair cycle. Think of it like this. Your eyes are construction workers rebuilding a house every night. Blueberries deliver the bricks. Oranges bring the scaffolding. Papaya provides the lights to work in the dark. And grapes guard the foundation from collapsing. Together, they create strength, clarity, and resilience. Without one, the work is incomplete. With all 4, the repair is balanced and powerful. So how do you actually do this? It doesn't need to be complicated. In fact, the simpler you keep it, the more likely you are to stay consistent. Here's one of my favorite nightly routines for patients over 60 half a cup of blueberries. Fresh if possible, but frozen works just as well. 2 or 3 slices of orange, or half a glass of freshly squeezed juice. Half a cup of ripe papaya, cut into cubes for easy digestion. A small handful of red or purple grapes. Around 8 to 10 grapes is enough. You can enjoy these fruits exactly as they are, in a colorful bowl after dinner, or blend them into a creamy smoothie with a splash of water. Some patients prefer a warm compote of blueberries and grapes, while others keep it simple with fresh slices. There's no one right way. The key is consistency. Why the evening? Because your eyes heal while you sleep. When you provide your body with antioxidants, carotenoids, vitamin A, vitamin C, resveratrol, and lutein just before bedtime, these nutrients are absorbed and sent directly into your bloodstream. By the time you close your eyes, your retina, macula, and tear film are already receiving the building blocks they need. Instead of waking up with blurry, dry, irritated vision, you give your eyes the chance to repair quietly overnight. Let me share a real story. Gloria, age 73, struggled with constant eye strain and poor vision at night. She was skeptical about just eating fruit, but decided to try the evening ritual. 3 nights a week, she prepared a small fruit bowl with blueberries, papaya, grapes, and orange slices. After a month, she called me with excitement. Doctor, I woke up this morning and realized I hadn't rubbed my eyes once during the night. The glare from headlights is softer, and I even read a book yesterday without my magnifier. I feel like my eyes are finally listening to me. That's the quiet magic of nourishment. Science backs this habit too. Studies on anthocyanins, vitamin C, carotenoids, and resveratrol show that these compounds accumulate in the retina and macula over time. They don't just work for one night, they build reserves in your eye tissue, creating a shield against oxidative damage and inflammation. The longer you stay consistent, the stronger the protection becomes. Here's an important point. Don't think you have to eat all 4 fruits every single night. Even if you rotate them, blueberries one night, papaya the next, grapes and oranges on another, you are still feeding your eyes valuable nutrients. What matters most is that you create a rhythm, a ritual. Just as brushing your teeth protects your smile, this fruit ritual protects your sight. And remember, this is not about waiting for a miracle. The changes may start small: less dryness in the morning, less glare at night, sharper contrast when reading. But with time, those small changes add up to something powerful: independence, clarity, and freedom. That's what we're aiming for. Not just to keep your eyes open, but to keep your world open. So tonight, instead of reaching for dessert that does nothing for your body, create a bowl of healing. A bowl that whispers to your eyes, you're not too late. You still matter. You still can repair. And as you sleep, let these fruits do what they were designed to do: nourish, restore, and protect your vision. If this message spoke to you, give this video a like. Share it with someone you love who struggles with their eyesight. And let me know in the comments, which of these fruits will you try first? Your story might inspire someone else. And don't forget to subscribe for more science-backed natural steps to protect your health. Because even after 60, your eyes are not finished. Your vision is not finished. Better days and clearer sight are still ahead.